What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Ryu72 here, back at you from Team Unseen. So today I'm going to be deck profiling a locals winning, Esaber invoked deck. So it's the Elementsaber with an invoked engine. Now I have actually been meaning to build this deck for quite a while. I did try the pure version. However, I found that, you do actually miss that monster negate. And, what better monster negate to have than, Macabre. So, Esabers alone are a pretty good deck, but, the true potential is found when playing the invoked engine. So, this deck's really fun. It focuses on spamming out, just big boards of monsters, and they get big really quick because of their feel spell, which I'll explain in the actual profile. So this deck's really fun. It's not really, okay, yes, it did top an Italian YCS, but it's not, I don't want to say it's competitive. So it's basically just there for casuals, if you just want to duel, have fun with your friends, or if you just want to enter, let's just say, a beginners tournament, or you could take this to competitive. It's not the deck, it's the pilots. I'm sure everyone knows. Whoops, I'm sure everyone knows that. Okay, so let's get this deck profile started. First off, we run 3 Makani. Makani's the searcher. She's the pseudo-Stratos of the deck. So basically, you send one Elementsaber from your hand to the graveyard to add one from your deck to your hand. She, for me, is one of the most important ones because she does actually, start your plays. The thing is, I rely on this card more than I do the field spell, because if you search using a field spell, you lose your next battle phase. And in this deck, you can afford to do that, but I personally don't like losing my battle phase. So yeah, she's a pretty good card. Next, we run the Dark Esaber, which is Moleu. Moleu is the live Book of Moon. So basically you just, send a Esaber from hand to grave, or with the field spell again from deck to grave, to flip your opponent's monster face down. It's a live Book of Moon, and he's 1/9, so he does get really big really quick. Then we run 3 Lapuila. Now, Lapuila, this card is so good, right? It's so good because it negates a spell and trap quick effect. So in my turn or my opponent's turn, by ditching an Esaber. The thing is, though, it's attack, man. It's 400. How are you gonna be so good and have a 400 attack? It's got a 2,100 booty, so it's thick, but it needs a better attack. I guess it does get big, or somewhat big with the field spell, but I just wish he would have been so much better if he was just just a bit stronger. But yeah, he's so good because he, like I said, negates the spell or trap. Then we run the one-offs. Now, the only reason I run one of these is because I run the invoked engine as well. So usually people run 3 of this, 2 of this, and 1 of this, if maybe no of these. So she's the monster reborn. That's the foolish barrel, and no one cares about that. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I run these for Lapuila mana, which I'll explain in a moment. Basically, these are just here to bring out, for me, the best Esaber ever, Lapuila mana. This card shouldn't exist, guys. It shouldn't. So basically, the way to summon this card is to discard 2 monsters from your hand to the grave, and he gains effects according to the attributes of the monsters you discarded. So with the field spell, again, you send from deck to grave. So how this works is that if you send an Earth to Wind, it can't be destroyed by battle. And what I mean is that all of the elemental lords, elemental sabers, all of them cannot be destroyed by either battle. If you send a water or fire, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. If you send a light or dark, it cannot be targeted. So I usually send the earth or the water. That's why it's 1 of Aina and 1 of Nalu. So, best card. It protects your whole field, basically, because you're going to be chilling on maybe a Macabre or something with the E-Sabers on field and your E-Lords. So he basically protects everything on field. Now for the big daddies, 1 Phosphorage. That's the Regeki. You need 5 light monsters for him. 1 Mooning Glacier. That's so basically you need 5 water, and you discard 2 cards from your opponent's hand. And then 1 Grand Soil. So glad to have this card back. Just wish that he had its old effect. But the hard ones per turn's okay. You can live with this. It's a monster reborn, hard ones per turn. Okay, so that's it for the Elemental Saber / Elemental Lord lineup. Lastly, I do run 1 Dark on Dragon because dad is dad. It's always been a good card, always will be. Then I run the 3 Alisters for the Invoked engine. Ali's Ali. If you don't know what he does by now, then I honestly do not know where you've been. Yeah. Then for hand traps, I literally just run 2. 1 Ghost Ogre, 1 Veiler. The thing is, you don't want to brick. So yeah. Then I run 3. Of the Field spell, which is Palace of the Elemental Lords. It's a broken card. So basically, you get to search for an Esaber / Elemental Lord added to your hand. It also gives all of your monsters 200 attack and defense for each different monster with a different attribute in the graveyard. So it makes your monsters big real quick. And then, yeah, that's it. It's a pretty broken card. This deck is like very field spell heavy, but for me this is like one of the best field spells in the game. Then I do run 1 lair, because I'll explain the lair choice later on. This deck was so much more broken with Ancient Fairy Dragon, but unfortunately the card got hit, so we got to work with what we have. So it's 1 lair, and then because we're running so many field spells, just 1 magical meltdown. Like, you don't need more than 1 meltdown, because you're basically running 4 copies of Ali. So yeah, that's it for the field spells. And then we're running 2 terraforming to search the field spells. You only need 2 because, like I said, you have so many field spells, chances are you're probably gonna draw into them. Then we have 2 invocation for Ali and the Invoked engine. And the power 1 of is 1 monster reborn, 1 soul charge, and 1 regeki. That's it for the spell lineup, guys. Alright, then we move on to the traps. Only run 4 traps. 2 of training. Training is so good because you can tribute a monster to summon an Esaber with a different attribute. So with Lair on field, tribute one of your opponent's monsters to and everything's going to be dark with Lair on field. So you tribute one of their monsters, summon any Esaber except Maleu. So, tribute one of their monsters to get one of yours out. Pretty broken. Okay, then we run 1 bottomless, 1 mirror force. Why not? They're just there for the troll. And yeah, so that's it for the main deck. Now if we move on to the extra deck, running 2 Macabre. Only really need Macabre. 2 Macabre. But what's nice about this is that you can literally make every single guys, make every single invoked monster in this deck, because you can change the elements in the grave. So then it's 2 Macabre, 1 Caliga, 1 Cocytus, 1 Raijin, 1 Elysium, and 1 Purgatrio. I don't run the Earth because, I guess I just don't like the Earth. But yeah, that's it for the Invoked engine. Then if we go to our Xyz, it's 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Baguska, Tornado Dragon, and Utopia package. And then finally for the links, I just run two links. It's Decode and Underclock. There is space in the extra deck. I never really found the need to go into any other